Raving Beauty haul for you today with the products that I got this month. There's a little story behind this haul. It actually is my December haul, but with the Christmas mail and getting to Canada and getting through customs, poor Annette from Raving Beauty Cosmetics actually sent these out 3 times before I received them. And but I've got them now, and I'm going to do the haul for you. I can't do it when you're doing that, Danny. Danny was waving his hands around like this and expecting me to be able to talk, and I'm like watching him and watching the camera, and I'm so glad that I have my kids around me to keep my spirits up. Sometimes. I only added the sometimes because he was still doing the waving his hands around thing. Colors I got this month were electric blue. I love that color. Electric white. Love that. Red hot. I've never really used a real red eyeshadow before. I love it. And divine wine, which is a beautiful burgundy brown. So I'm going to show you these. Okay, so the first color that I did the swatches for was red hot. First one is with a white base, second one is with a Vaseline base, third one is with a black base. I kind of like the one with the black base. I think it gives it a neat color. There's with a yellow base. There is with a hot pink base, and I think that gives it a really neat color. It reminds me of a really bright azalea. And the last one is applied wet. So the next color I'm going to show you swatches of is the electric blue. First one is with a white base, second one is with a black base, third one is with a Vaseline base. Up here we have a navy blue base, here we have a pale blue base, and here we have applied with water. I am in love with the way it looks on the navy blue base. You know, a lot of people wonder why I do the swatches showing it over different bases, but the reason is that sometimes when we're watching makeup tutorials, we look at them and we think, oh well, I can't do that look because I don't have that color. But, you know, if you learn to use what you have, you can alter just by mixing 2 eyeshadows together or using a different base than a different colored base. Sometimes you can alter the colors you have to the colors that you're looking for the look that you're trying to duplicate. Next color I've done swatches of is Divine Wine. This is Divine Wine over a white base. This is Divine Wine over Vaseline. This is Divine Wine over a bright pink base. This is Divine Wine over a black base. And this is Divine Wine applied wet. Now the next color I did was electric white. And I know what you're probably thinking. It's the same thing I was. White is white, right? So why bother with different bases? But this is it applied with... I never applied any of it, just to skin. Damn. This is it applied with a white base. I love this sparkle white because it's got just the right amount of shimmer. It's beautiful. The second one is applied with Vaseline base. Third one is applied over a black base, and I did a kind of sloppy job of showing you, but if you notice it turns to a really pretty iridescent silvery color. Here it is over a pink base. Again, you get a very delicate iridescent, like slight pink color, and this is applied wet. So these are the Raving Beauty colors that I got for this month. I'll do some tutorials for you. On Vlog TV a couple of times I've mentioned the newest addition to our family, but I didn't really get a chance to show them off much. But this is Fluffy Kitty, who sometimes we call Trash Can Kitty, and it's not mean that we're calling him that. This cat was homeless. He started hanging around our house in the summer. It got to be November and nobody had taken him in. And my kids really wanted to take him in, but I was like, oh, we really shouldn't take in another cat. My kids came in at 8 o'clock. At midnight, my oldest son got home from work. And this little guy was sitting on the step waiting for him. And when Brandon got home, he petted him for a minute and talked to him. And then he said, if you follow me into the house, we will adopt you. And he followed him into the house. So now we have the Fluffy Kitty as the newest addition to our family. You could tell he hadn't eaten for a long time because the first few days he would eat like a horse when food was put out for him because he was afraid he might not be fed again for a very long time. And sometimes still his dish can be full, but he will climb right inside the garbage can, and the only thing you'll see is his fluffy tail sticking out of the bag. So yeah, that's a habit we're trying to break him of right now. But he seems very happy to have a home, and we're very happy to give him one. And the kids really wanted you guys to see him, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to show him to you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the haul. Bye!
Bye, YouTube.